Hello from the Hashknife. One of those videos where I would usually say a little bit of caution. If you're squeamish, don't like blood, don't like the sight of blood, don't like big gashes or anything like that, don't watch. Stop right now, move on. We've had this before. We had a horse have a small puncture because he came down on a T-post one time. That was a couple years ago. This one's a little different. This one sliced her shoulder open with barbed wire. A lot of people will say, well, that's why you shouldn't run barbed wire with horses. Yep, well, we also run cattle, so we kind of need barbed wire. Unfortunately, this is just one of those things that happens. This is another fortunate thing, a very rare occurrence, usually. This just happened to be where it was a new horse introduced to the herd. We tried to incorporate her and include her slowly and methodically, and it just didn't pan out because she's a yearling and they just decided to pick on her. So there is a happy ending. She's out here with the mares and other foals right now, integrating into this herd. So once everybody's weaned, she'll go back out with the mares, and hopefully that helps for a second try. But this one right here took a while. It was debrided every day. We took all the scabbing and flesh off, promoted that growth by removing the bad stuff, letting it go to a little seepage of blood and letting it kind of come through. And then once we see the blood's coming through and it's going to create that blood flow that we need to get the growth, then we put the green clay on. The green clay helps keep the flies away and also protects that with a little extra layer. So that's our process, and we're going to show you that right now.
I wouldn't stitch it.
Okay.
It's going to be too hard to bring it together.
Especially
wondered. Since it's already kind
Right
of
on that point.
folded over.
Yes.
That might be the only thing, is she might need the edges trimmed.
Okay.
Sometimes what I do is I'll shave those edges with some clippers, and then I'll trim them and get them to bleed a little bit so that they want to kind of come back together. But yeah, that's going to be a pretty tight, they've already kind of stuck down.
Yeah.
So I would just let it heal with second intention.
Well, and we was it a hour and a half, 2 hours ago? Probably again.
Yeah.
Washed it, irrigated it.
Yeah.
And then just re-clayed it.
No, that's awesome. If you are, if you're like, hey, we need to kind of jumpstart it a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, I'm interested in this. Do you take pictures of this every day?
So sometimes it's the nice ones. Sometimes this turns the nice ones into nice ones. What'd we do? What'd we do, Bibi? That's what we did. We decided we didn't want to be with the horse herd, so we jumped the fence and we created that. You can see she scraped herself over here. Doc looked at it and said, yep, I'm not stitching that because of where it's at. She's probably just going to rip the stitches anyway. So keep doing what you guys normally do, which is green clay and nice debridement every day. So here we are. Good job, kiddo. Good job. Swell of a job there. Yep.
Good girl. All right. Bad stuff off of here.
The tissue looks good.
Yeah, she of course lays down on it.
Oh, yeah.
We cleaned it last night.
Well, first thing she did.
No. I mean, just sometime during the night.
Lots and lots of water.
Yeah, there's really not much, believe it or not, there's not much fever to this. The doc was looking at that yesterday, and
It wasn't hot.
no,
I'm going to keep it that way.
and I think anytime, even when it is, when the muscles cut, irrigating it like this, even 10-15 minutes of just irrigation helps cool that area, and then of course debriding it like this. She's not liking that, poor kid. Come on, honey. I'm sure there's those that will say, oh my God, you should have a glove on. You know what? It's kind of like people that give their horse a shot first and they'll do an alcohol swab over it before they put a shot in.
What we've learned over the years is you gotta apply asbestos. This is really effective.
Jesus. Asbestos. Keeps the heat out.
Yeah.
And then that little spot on the bottom too, huh?
Yeah. This is amazing. I mean, there's flies buzzing around her yesterday, but none of them touching this wound.
You got that cleaned up enough?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty superficial anyway.
Lots of blood flow. That's good. And then the green clay.
You didn't see any flies on this stuff at all.
Mm-mm.
Works great. The problem is it's when you debris it, it takes a little bit.
Takes
to
a
get this
while,
off.
yeah. Well,
Which
it's doing
is
its
fine.
job.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's fine because you're still getting a lot of these debris. You get completely debris instead of partial. Here we go, girly. On those edges.
Good girl. Even with all the trauma we've done to her with cleaning, she still comes up to us, huh, baby? That looks pretty good. Dad said he hasn't touched you in a couple days. Yeah, hi. How are you? Good girl. I need to bring you some grain, don't I? I need to bring you some grain. She goes, yes, sir, you do. You owe me good stuff. You owe me treats. Yeah. Yeah, you're okay. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. That looks way better, kiddo.
Hi, sweet girl. Hi, sweet girl. And she comes right up to us. She's not resenting us at all, even though she doesn't want to be led over to where the big medical procedure takes place. But if you look at this, I haven't touched it. Now, I've been monitoring it. We haven't debrided it in 2 days. And what I'm looking for is, look how this bottom here, hey sweetheart, look how this bottom, I'm feeling for heat. And it's the same. It's not having any change in temperature on that. So it's not, I mean, there's going to be a minute amount, but you're looking for inflammation. And it's, if you look at that, it's not. Around the edges, it's a little bit, not puffy, but it's just raised. But that's part of the healing process of what's going on around this edge. Look how much that's closed in. That was gapped open pretty wide. And this is really closing nicely. This bottom one, there's a little tiny one here that's almost, you see a little scratch now, but it's not pussy, it's not oozing. You see a little bit of where some movement causes it to crack a little bit on the scab. And some of this is not necessarily scab, but that clay that we put on it will kind of bite up like that. I'm inclined to not touch this again today. Let it see what happens. And because it's not got any indication of any infection, anything like that, what you're looking for. But you notice how it's still a little shiny right there, but that's part of the whole bottom end or underneath portion of this. All right, good girl. I know you're frustrated. So and this again is clay. This dried up clay. You see it up here. We could pull this off. We could debris it. I want to see what it looks like. Maybe later. I'm right on the edge, to be honest with you. We could do it again and open it up, but just because I don't like to have these big like scab-like things. But again, here's your scab for your healing. This is clay on top of that's bunched up. The difference there, those big giant, well, not giant, but raised singular islands of things. So it's just your clay that's stuck to that, and then in here is where you got a little bit of scab right there, and then this is opened up, so she's keeping it pretty clean. I like that. Good girl. Good girl. Now, it did help. We had a heck of a rainstorm last night, and almost an inch of rain in probably just a few minutes. And that's been raining like that every evening for a little bit, and it's probably helping keeping this washed, but it also wash things down. So you got to be careful that you don't get an infection that way. And she's looking pretty clean. So let's monitor that another day, see how it goes, and we may clean that up tomorrow if we don't see much change in here. Get that up and freshen that up with some more of that clay. The clay helps keep flies away from this. It's amazing how that helps, how it works. All right, sweetheart, you don't have to take some skin off you again today. Good girl. You're a good girl. Let's give you a little bit of grain, maybe some yarrow, help with inflammation.
That's an inch.
That's an inch of rain. Right?
Can I empty this? Oh. I know, you like it.
And then Lisa's going to put some ground yarrow. And this yarrow is a natural anti-inflammatory. And I know some friends of ours had a horse that had some surgery, and brought him home from the doctor. He had any medicine. He went into their pasture and immediately went right to some yarrow plant and started chewing on it. And it's amazing what they know, what will help them, what they crave, what they need. And just stayed on that yarrow, ate some grass, kept going back to the yarrow. And you know, I think it's hard to tell. Did that cause a little bit of inflammation drop, or was it the medicine, or was it just time? But you know, when they crave something like that, animals know what they need and they go for it. So we try to help them out a little bit because there's not a lot of yarrow here. We got some in the garden, and Lisa's going to start harvesting that, kind of do the same thing. Dry it, put it in a bag, and have it available. But we use a few things like that. Why not use some of the natural stuff that they want to have for their bodies, have it on hand, and help them supplement themselves. How you feeling this morning? How you feeling? You're looking good. You're looking
Hi,
really,
baby.
really good.
Opened up a little bit on us, huh?
Good. Let's clean that.
All right.
Let's clean that, honey. Yeah. That a girl. Oh. You don't want to walk over there. I know you don't. Come on, sweetheart.
I know you're not happy, but it's all right. Well, we're almost done, honey. Well, here we go.
What is that, huh? It's empty? Are you kidding me, she says?
That's not the part of the deal. That's not how our contract works out. And adding that yarrow in there again. There you go. Good girl. Good girl, Bibi.
Hi, Bibi. I know.
One more
Not
time.
very excited. We're going to clean her up one more time.
Looking pretty good.
That looks awesome. Today is August 16th. This has been about 6 weeks. So it was right around the 4th of July. Before cleanup. One more cleanup. She's not too excited about it.
Could probably leave it a little bit, but I want to just make sure we're good.
Yeah, it's been healing well.
She says, "Where were you with this cold water
In the
3
90s.
days ago?" Yeah.
So that's cleaned up. Looks really good. Now we're going to put green clay on it.
Pretty easy application today.
Yeah.
Compared to the very first time. Let's come all the way from clear back here to there. Doing really well. Alright. And it's very superficial now, it looks like, so I don't know that we need to go much further, but we might get another picture here. Give it like, I don't know, several weeks or a month even. See it. That'll probably all be closed up. You got itchy over there? Hmm? You got an itchy over there? Alright, let's take this off you.
Now for the treat and the reward for being such a good girl. Oh, that bucket. That bucket, that's the thing that I know is a good thing.
I'll give you a little bit.
Good girl.
Here's that little filly that we doctored. She looks pretty good now. It's probably a month and a half afterwards. There's still a line, but she's healing up now. Done as much as we can, huh, Bibi? Huh, good girl. And she is with her full brother here, Diaper Dan. How are you doing, buddy? You are looking great, my friend. And they're just hanging out. That's perfect. And there she is. You can see there's a little line on that shoulder. There you go. There's a little line, but she's doing well. Everything's seeming okay with the mares. And thankfully, all this extra love and attention has kind of gotten her more used to us, which is always a benefit to some of this stuff, huh, baby? Yeah. That looks pretty darn good after 2 months. She's with the herd. Everybody's happy now. So once these kids get weaned off mom, we will then take them and keep the babies in with Studley, or with Bentley, the stud, and Bibi and the mares will all be removed and left out to the pasture with the rest of the herd. So thanks until you're better paid.